This poem is dedicated to the women that take back the night. If you don't know what take back the night is, Google it. Yeah, homework. Sandra loved all things Barbie. Barbie clothes, Barbie backpacks, pink trucks, Barbie earrings, and candy. Well, his real name was John. John was the most beautiful boy she had ever seen, the kind of 11-year-old Brad Pitt that she had always dreamed of, and she had the imagination of a galaxy, a constellation, an intelligent design architect. She would close her eyes, place herself in John's arms right inside the playhouse, and everything would be okay. They would take imaginary trips to Cancun. She loved the travel channel, because the sound of the ocean acted as seashell headphones, the noise-canceling kind, that would drown out the sound of disintegrating marriage in the background. She would never have a husband like him, never get a divorce, never have to agree with the wife beater he wore so proudly, because princesses don't just live. They live happily ever after. And John was the type of glass slipper carriage, red petal boy that would never raise his voice at her, and sometimes he wouldn't even speak when she had a bad day. Just pat her hand, kiss her forehead, and hum some song his mother used to sing to him. This was a fairy tale. At age 10, this was a fairy tale. The closest thing anyone could ever get to a fairy tale. Sandra was 10 years, 11 months, and 28 days old when she lost her innocence. And all she remembers from that night was the smell, the whiskey on his breath, the aftershave, almost like he tried to razor blade his sins away 5 minutes prior to damnation. The nauseating aroma of blood and semen poisoned her vocal cords and skin-coated her ribcage. Sandra was 10 years, 11 months, and 28 days old when her stepfather raped her, and all she could think of was John, and she would never be able to be with her or put his hand again or play with Barbies, because princesses don't just live. And what kind of prince would want her now? Sandra was 10 years, 11 months, and 28 days old when she lost her imagination. And she doesn't want the travel channel anymore. Doesn't like sunset, she just sits and stares. Doesn't look at pink dresses she used to wear because she feels like a slut, and you have never heard a 10-year-old soul cry, because they are too young to have tear ducts, too young to know agony, too young to learn to be vulnerable. I just want to tell her she's beautiful. Tell her it's not her fault. Tell her she's an 11-year-old Job, an angel in God's eyes, being tried for something different in life, but I can't. Because the closest I can get to her is 10 feet without her shying away, and she doesn't look at me the same way she did when we were 10. Sandra's now 23. Can't drink whiskey. Can't be too close to anyone who does. Never travels. Never smiles. Never experiences the side-splitting laughter of my childhood. Sandra doesn't like to be alone. Doesn't have any mirrors in her house. Doesn't like shadows and still sleeps with the light on. Sandra is a walking reflection of everything cowardice in men. Everything grotesque and meaningless, the blank stare in a bus window. I can't take my eyes off her, because I know her inner soul like hard work, and I refuse to give up on her. She is a walking sleeping beauty, a Cinderella with a work ethic, an inspiration to every stepdaughter who was made to feel ugly, and I can give her a childhood back, but I still remember what it's like to play dress up. I still live in a world where 10-year-old girls are the starlight twinkle in the eyes of their fathers, and beauty, real beauty, is found in the silver lining of her soul, and no one, no matter how masculine or evil, can take that away from her.